We are back, and now it is time to talk about the final remaining cards in the Stranger Things Secret Lair. I want to throw out one shout out to say, hey, that first we did get one right on that fake video that they had, and that was the clue. This will probably be the extra card that's in each box of the Secret Lair. I'm not sure, but more than likely that clue token is real. It is from, of course, if you're gonna have Jim Harper, investigate, then of course you're gonna need a clue token. So we have a clue token with this crazy etching on the wall from season 1 of the Stranger Things. So look forward to that one. And now we're gonna go over the rest of these cards. Starting out with Will the Wise. I think he's gonna be one for me. He is going to be Orzhov, his legendary human, 1/2. When Will the Wise enters or leaves the battlefield, each opponent may investigate. Each opponent who does it loses 1 life. You investigate X times, where X is 1 plus the number of opponents who investigated this way. Pretty cool card. Pretty interesting. Basically a new way to kind of use the clues and kind of see how you can work out with that. Kind of reminds me of Lois from the new current Innistrad deck set. Using some clues and make some things happen. So it'd be pretty cool. And of course he has Friends Forever. So that's one of the cards. Next card is going to be that Mind Flayer, the Shadow. He's 4 colorless and 3 black. He's a legendary enchantment creature, horror. He's a 9/9. Mind Flayer, the Shadow isn't a creature unless you control 3 or more permanents you don't own. At the beginning of your end step, exile the bottom card of each opponent's library face down. For as long as those cards remain exiled, you may look at them, you may cast permanents from among them, and you may spend mana as though or mana of any color to cast those cards, or those spells, Pretty unique, very on theme. It's the whole upside down thing, I think, when you actually pull it from the bottom of your library versus the top. So that should be pretty interesting, and it's the Mind Flayer just taking over the opponents, taking their mind, taking out their spells and playing it against them. So pretty unique card. Not necessarily a fan of the art. It's kind of cluttered in the image, but cool card nonetheless. Next we have Mike, the Dungeon Master. He's 1 colorless and Selesnya. He's a legendary human, and he's a 2/2. Pay 2 mana, tap, choose target creature in your graveyard that was put there from the battlefield this turn, return it to the battlefield tapped. He also has Friends Forever. Not my ideal of a great card, not very powerful at all, but I mean, depending on what kind of deck you put him in, you can make things happen. Plus he's a human. The human tribal is definitely a thing, and yeah, you can do some stuff and make this card pretty unique. Next we have Max the Daredevil. It's colorless, 1 colorless, and Gruel. Legendary human, a 3/2. She has haste. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, untap target creature, then investigate. Another investigate creature, not very strong. I mean, she gets out there fast and can hit or whatnot, but come later in the game, she's not going to be that effective. And it's whenever you cast your second spell each turn, untap target creature, investigate. It depends on what you're looking for in the game. I'm pretty sure you can make it work. Not my play style, but could be an interesting card. She also has Friends Forever. Next we have Lucas the Sharpshooter. He is going to be that straight is it, no extra colors, no extra pips. Legendary human, a 1/3. Tap, sacrifice an artifact. Lucas the Sharpshooter deals 1 damage to target creature. Goat that creature. Again, not part of my play style, but a creature that could actually do some work if you build a deck right. There are artifacts that need to be sacked that people can build out, whether it's Ugin Nexus or any other random card. Deal some damage and go to creature. So hey, it's pretty dope. Protect yourself. He could be good depending on how you use him. And again, he has Friends Forever. So when you mix him with the other cards, definitely should make an interesting playset. And lastly, we're going to have Dustin, Gadget Genius. He's 2 colorless and white and blue. Why did I forget what colors white and blue was? I don't know. Azorius. There we go. 2 colorless and Azorius. Sorry, guys. He's a legendary creature human. He's a 2/3. Tap him, add 2 colorless mana. Spend this mana only to cast artifact spells or activate abilities of artifacts. He also has Friends Forever. Slightly underwhelming, but I mean, we do know that Dustin is a tinkerer, and so to basically have him be an artifact helper is kind of unique. And if you combine him with Lucas, you can, help cast some artifacts and then sack the artifacts. It could be a cool little combo or whatnot. Just depends on how you want to build it out. But it's a unique card. I mean, all these cards from the Stranger Things set they're pretty interesting. And in combination, especially with the Friends Forever, I think you can make some really cool decks in Commander. So looking forward to see how that goes. I mean, great art. Definitely love the art. So for any collectors out there or people who just who are into Stranger Things, I would say, hey, scoop up this Secret Lair and see how it goes. And Wizard of Coast did say that these are not exclusive to just these cards per se. They actually will be making Magic version of these cards, or they're at least able to print Magic version of these cards 6 months after the printing of these cards. So come next year, end of next year, around this time or whatever, we could very well see these same cards on Magic cards, but not with the Stranger Things theme or whatnot. And so if you're not into the whole Beyond verse or whatnot, then hey, we can see Magic cards on them later. But for now, this is a Stranger Things Secret Lair, and I'm gonna scoop it up. So I'm excited, interested to see, to see what I can do with the deck and so what kind of commander decks I can make, and just to have some unique cards. But other than that, for more information, stick with us, Black Magic Commander. Let's see how we can get it. And also, thank you guys for subscribing. Feel free to continue to do that, like, and hit that bell, because I do appreciate it and definitely helps us. We're on that road to 100, and then we'll go from there and beyond.